Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we will discuss about different data types in pandas. In our previous class, we already discussed about how to display the attributes, how to display the data types that are present in a data frame, There we have discussed that what is object data type. In our Python, if you consider the string data type, this is similar to string data type. Object is similar to string data type that we used in our basic Python. And int64, these are the list of data types that are available in pandas, and int64 is similar to int data type in our Python. Float64 is similar to float data type in Python. Bool means boolean, it is similar to boolean in Python. Date times 64, this is the new data type that is available in pandas. What's the use of this, how to use this, all those things will be discussed in this class, but this is a continuation class. If you please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete Python for data science. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, so these are the list of data types available, and let's take an example and understand one by one what's the use of these data types, why they have mentioned a separate data types in pandas. That is the point you have to understand. Okay, coming to this, this is the data set, this is the data frame which we considered. This data frame is taken from a test.csv file. How to read the data frame CSV file and how to give the column names are given as x, y, z, l and m. This is the data frame which is available. So you take your own data sets and you can apply your own logics. We are not showing what's this test.csv file. All these basics are covered in our first classes. So in this we are having x column, y, z, l and m are the column names. X column, if you observe this column, we are having only integer values 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All these are integer values. And remaining all, so whenever you read this data from the .csv file, the data frame will automatically, the data frame class will automatically convert this into its default types. So how and what data types it is converted? Let's check the data types. Print df.dtypes. If you display this attribute, you use this attribute to display the data types of our columns. X column is of type int64 because we are having only integers. It's converted into int data type. It is considering it as a pandas int64 type. And remaining all are considered as object type. What is this object type? This works similar to the string data type in Python. Okay, but look at this, look at the data here. This is of string. Here we are having rupees 2000. Even though we are having numerics and string, that's why it is considering it as string. This is also taken as string, but when you look at this, it is of date data type. Okay, but it is considered as string. How to change this string data type into date data type? When we convert this into date data type, date and time data type, we are having some benefits. So what's those benefits? How to convert that into date time data type? All these things will be discussed in our coming class. Let's take this. Before going into data type, let's understand first how it is working. The string data types are working and the integer data types are working. So we are taking print df.loc of 0, l means 0th line l column. This is considered rupees 2000, and we have considered plus df.loc of first row, first line l column. These two are added. These two are of string data type, means object type. When we add this, it won't do addition, it will do concatenation. The same thing happens here in the output. See here, it is concatenating the two strings. So we are using the word string, but here we have to use the word object to object because it is a similar object data type is similar to strings. It is doing concatenation. If you take the integer value, see 1, 2, 3, 5, all these are considered as integer. It is doing addition. When you consider the next example, we are considering the string data integer data type values. Here it is doing 1 plus 2, that is the value we got. 3 value is considered. It is doing addition. So in order to differentiate between the string and int, we have shown this example. Coming to our next very important example, how to convert our string data types into the data type that we required. We have to convert our string data type into date time format. We will use the method as type. This is the method available in data frame. See here, we have considered df of m. Which column we have considered? We have considered the column m, and this is using as type, dot as type. We are using the method as type, and in that method we are mentioning the date time 64. This will convert into date time format, date time object. Okay, after converting it, we assign this to df of m. Means the same, after converting that, we have assigned to that column m. After assigning that, after doing all these things, after this conversion, how we are displaying the print df dot d types. Now it is considered as a date time 64 format. So you will get a question, what's the use of this date time format? Let's try to understand this. This point is very important, because you have to do these conversions most of the times in data science. Whenever you are cleaning the data, and many of the times we will use this during our projects. Okay, so what's the use of it? After converting this into date time format, the methods that are available in this object, we are using these methods. What's the methods that are available? Df of m now is date time object. It's converted into the type date time. In that we are having the methods dt.year.headof. Means from our date, it is taking the year column, year only, it is displaying only the year. Okay, so what's the use of it? When you pick only year, what's the use of it? It will display. So sometimes they will ask you, what's the, if you are working on a sales data set, when you are working on a sales data set, if your manager asked you to select the sales that belongs to the 2012, means you have to pick all the 2012 and you have to display the graph. Suppose if you want to give the sales of month May, you have to pick month is equal to May. So how to do that? If you don't use this data for this date time format, date time object, what you have to do? You have to write the code for this. Take it as a string. In that string you have to identify. If you want to May, means you have to consider this 5, that is considered as May, and we have to write the code. Instead of that, the methods are available. We can use those methods and pick the month sales, pick the day sales, pick the timing also. In the date format we are having also, we can mention the time also here. After the date is mentioned, give the space and give hours, minutes, hours colon, minutes colon, seconds also. It will consider the time also, hours, minutes, seconds also. Here we did not show the example of hours, minutes and seconds. We have shown, for simplicity's sake, we have considered only the date. In this date we are identifying the month. If you want the day, it will pick only the days. Here we are using head of. That's why it is showing only 5, top 5. If you remove it, it will show the remaining also. Okay, head means, so we have not yet discussed what's this head of. We will discuss it in our coming classes. Data frame.head, what's that? It will display only the top 5. Okay, like that we can select the hour, at what time the sales from the hours also, at what time we can display the hours also. Here we don't have the data, that's why it is displaying 0. Coming to the next, we can use the weekday.name.head of. Okay, weekday._name of. What's this meaning? Weekday._name. It is displaying the Saturday, Sunday. We can take the weekend sales. If it is Saturday, pick that into your sale consideration. Pick it into our data. That is how this date time format is used. Not only this date time format. So there are many of the methods available on this objects types. So we can use those methods and we in our data science, and we can segregate our data. For that purpose we will use this, we will convert it into, that's why they have given the separate data types for in pandas data frame. Those data frames, the methods that are available in those types, we can use those methods. Okay, coming to our next example, see here in our data set we have taken this. Usually this should be, we will do some calculations on this 2000. If you want to take, if you consider all the Saturday sales, if you want to add total, if you want to take the total, we are having a separate method called sum, but this is in string data type. We cannot do additions on this string data type, we cannot do summation on this data type. We have to convert this into float data type. How to convert this into float data type? Let's try to understand that. We have written a code for this. In order to convert that, we are using a method called apply method. This is the apply method available in our data frame. Apply method, what's this apply method? We will understand in a minute. Let's try to understand the code which we have written there. We are taking a function, and in that function we are taking this apply method will take this column, and each value is given to the function. This is similar to what's the function in our basic Python. What's the functions we have discussed today? Map, filter, the same way it will apply. It will use apply function is used that take the data frame attribute, means take the values one by one, whatever the values that are present in the column L, take it one by one and send it to function. The return value is considered. What's the return value? We are eliminating val dot replace of wherever you find rupees rs, convert it into empty string, means it is eliminating, we are replacing with the empty string, it is eliminating rs, and the value is converted into float, means we are getting only float data type. So after that, after placing that, how our data frame is taking it. See, if you display that print df dot d types, it is taken into float data type, float 64. Now we can apply the method sum, all those things. We will discuss the methods that are mostly used methods, we will discuss in our coming classes. So as of now, we not discuss only few of the methods which are according to the situation. We discuss a few methods, like in this situation we discussed about apply method, how this is helpful. Like that, we discussed about as type. In our previous classes we discussed one or two methods that are available in data frame. Most of the methods which we use in our data science, those methods will be discussed in our coming classes. So this is the use of the data types that are present in pandas, that's applicable for the data frame. Hope you understand the concepts. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.